Welcome to Let's Cook That Book. I'm Mimi Baines and today I'm cooking Tiffany Hall's grilled lamb cutlets with salsa verde from her online fitness program, TIFFXO. So we're going to get started with boiling the potatoes. I've just thinly sliced them and popped them in a bit of water. We're just going to go into some cold water on the stove and cook for about 6 minutes or so. But while they're cooking, we're going to get on to making the salsa verde. So I've just got some coriander and parsley. I'm just going to pop this into the food processor with a couple of tablespoons of capers. I'm going to reserve some for later. Some Dijon mustard, lemon zest, and some lemon juice while we're at it as well. So I'm just going to catch the pips with my hand here. Make sure none fall through. We don't want any of those pips in the salsa verde. Next, after the lemon juice, we're going to add in some water. Lastly, we're just going to chop up a bit of gherkin, and that can go straight in. So we're going to blend this into a smooth paste. At this point, you can adjust the seasoning to your liking. So I'm going to add a bit of salt and pepper here. A sprinkle of nice sea salt flakes. And then some freshly ground pepper as well. Just going to have a quick taste, check our seasonings. That's great, so I'm just going to leave that aside and get on to cooking the lamb. So the potatoes have been in the water for about 6 minutes. We're just going to pop in the green beans and cook for another 2 minutes until the beans are cooked through. So while I've got the potato and beans cooking, I'm going to season this lamb with some fresh sea salt flakes and some ground pepper. Just need to flip them and then do the same on the other side. Some freshly ground pepper again, until these are ready to go on to the hot cast iron pan. So the potato and the beans are ready. I'm just going to drain these and then come back and refresh them into some cold water. Lovely. So I've just kept the pot underneath to stop any water coming through from the colander, and then we're going to pop these straight into some cold water so they stop cooking and don't overcook. So we'll leave these here while we get started onto the lamb. So a little tip when using cast iron is to oil the meat rather than the pan, because it's more evenly spread out and it doesn't stick to the pan that way. Just get it in and then straight onto the pan. So I'm going to cook these in 2 batches. Make sure you oil the other side of the meat as well. The lamb cutlets have been on the stove for about 2 minutes now, so I'm just going to flip them. They need about 2 minutes on each side, or you can cook them to your liking. And I'll just give them another 2 minutes on this side. So the lamb's cooked now. I'm just going to let this rest on our resting board here. And then whilst this is resting, I'm going to drain out our potatoes and beans and get serving. So these are drained now. We're going to get started on plating up. So I've got a lovely serving platter here. And I'm just going to pop on the beans and potato. Oh, one wanted to escape. Wants to escape again. They just don't want to get eaten, do they? So we've got a few of our toppings here. We've got some gorgeous capers. I might just give them a quick chop. Sprinkle a few of those over. A few green olives, just roughly chopped again. Sprinkle it over. Then we have some spring onions, some salt, fresh coriander leaves just for a bit of garnish. Who doesn't love coriander, let's face it. And then we're going to squeeze over some lemon as well. Good tip is to roll the lemon before you juice it. Just make sure all the juices are nice and loose within the lemon. And then just hold your hand under to collect any pits. There we go. So I'm just going to go grab my salsa verde and then we're almost ready to eat. Got my salsa verde, it's just been sitting aside. I've also got one of my favourite kitchen tools, a double-ended spatula, good for big and small jobs. Just gonna pour that in. Perfect. Now I'm just gonna plate the lamb. It's gorgeous, all the fat's rendered down. And then for those who like a little bit of extra zing, I'm gonna cut up some lemon to serve with it. And there you have it. There's Tiffany Hall's grilled lamb cutlets with salsa verde. Might just have to try some.